Rosedale.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you also to the member for Scarborough South West for introducing this important bill. The childcare system in University Rosedale in Toronto and Ontario is not working in so many ways. I have many women friends who have given up their careers because it's hard to go to work just to pay someone else to raise your kids. I have a neighbour, a working mum, a single mum, who shares a room with her 7-year-old son because she can't afford to move out and rent her own apartment, because she has to pay the bills and the rent and the childcare costs so she can continue to work as a secretary. I know many parents who cannot find a daycare spot exactly where they need and when they need it, so they spend upwards of 3 hours a day doing multiple drop-offs to get to the daycare spot that's available for them. And I also find it so heartbreaking that the childcare workers who I know cannot afford, on their chronically underpaid wages, to access the childcare that they provide to other parents. Our childcare system, there's a lot to fix. But instead of making childcare more affordable, the Conservatives are taking us from bad to worse by opening the door to permit more big businesses to take over our childcare sector and take on the job of raising our children. This government wants to increase the amount of government funding that goes to companies that are traded on the stock exchange, that create low-wage jobs, that have high staff turnover so they can cut costs so shareholders can profit more. Letting big-box childcare businesses take over childcare will not make childcare more affordable and will not help those parents that I talked about earlier. We believe that companies shouldn't profit off the job of raising our children. That's why there are better solutions that you should look towards, such as increasing the number of affordable and public and non-profit childcare spots available, increasing government funding so childcare can be cheaper for parents, and increasing the wages of childcare workers so they can also have a chance of putting their kids in quality childcare. That is the way to fix childcare. I encourage you to look at those options. Thank you.